2025 Morbidelli T1002VX review. A budget ADV or a comfy cruiser in disguise? Let's be real, finding a decent full-size adventure bike under £10,000 in 2025 is tough. That's why the Morbidelli T1002VX instantly grabs attention. For just £8,199, you get a fully loaded, top-spec adventure machine, complete with crash bars, a 20-liter tank, wire-spoke wheels, and all the tech you'd expect from bikes nearly twice the price. So, what's the catch? First impressions. The T1002VX doesn't try to copy the big-name competition. It's got its own design language that gives it a bold, confident look. Fit and finish? Surprisingly solid. Plastics feel decent, paint quality is acceptable, though a closer look at the tank reveals a bit of orange peel texture, and the powder-coated steel frame and crash bars look properly done. For £200 more than the base model, the VX adds a bit of flair with upgraded graphics and wheels, making it look slightly more premium. Tech and ride modes. You get ride-by-wire throttle and 4 riding modes, decent for the price. The downside? You have to come to a complete stop to switch modes. There's no option to customize settings either. For example, in off-road mode, both ABS and traction control are completely disabled, not ideal if you're hitting sketchy trails. On the plus side, fueling is smooth, and throttle response is gentle but responsive, especially in sport mode. It doesn't have a quick shifter, and gear shifts require a firm foot, but the transmission is generally smooth. Comfort and handling. Weighing in at 265 kilograms, wet, it's no lightweight, but the 820mm seat height makes it manageable, even for shorter riders. Once you're rolling, that bulk disappears. It has a tight turning circle, and the upright riding position combined with a well-padded seat means it's comfy for longer rides. Suspension duties are handled by fully adjustable KYB components. The 43mm upside-down forks and rear shock are set up soft, delivering a plush ride on the road. It holds its line well in corners and doesn't wallow too much under braking. Push it hard, though, and you'll start to feel its weight and limitations. This bike prefers a relaxed pace. Brakes and tires. Twin 320mm discs up front with 4-pot J.1 calipers do a great job of bringing the bike to a halt. They offer decent bite and good feel at the lever. Bosch cornering ABS adds a layer of safety for panic stops. The OEM Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tires offer plenty of grip and a bit of off-road cred with their chunky tread, but they compromise road feel slightly. If you're mostly riding on tarmac, switching to a more road-biased tire could improve ride quality and handling. Engine and performance. Here's where things get interesting, and a bit disappointing. The 997 cubic centimeters V-twin engine is lifted from Morbidelli's cruiser, the C1002V. It makes 88.5 brake horsepower and 65.6 lb-ft of torque at 5,250 rpm. Not terrible numbers, but don't expect fireworks. It spins up freely but hits the limiter a bit too soon, and overall the power delivery feels tame. It's smooth and mellow, but lacks the grunt and character we often expect from a big twin. Engine braking is minimal, and you might find yourself wishing for more excitement, especially if you're coming from a KTM or BMW. On twisty B-roads, it'll do just fine in third gear all day long, and there's a pleasant thrum from the induction. But let's face it, it's more laid-back cruiser than hardcore adventure bruiser. Touring potential and tech. Here's where the T1002VX wins back some points. Despite the budget-friendly price, it comes loaded with features. 7-inch TFT dash. Adjustable windscreen, a bit stiff to use but does the job. USB-A, USB-C, and 12V socket. Heated grips and rider seats, pillions, no heat for you. Cruise control, a bit clunky, slow to react, and doesn't disengage with the throttle. TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system. Center stand, crash bars, bash plate, and full LED lighting. It's genuinely impressive how much kit you get for this money. You can even add a full set of aluminium luggage for just £499, bringing the total to £8,698, which is still a full grand less than the similarly spec'd Vogue DS900X. Reliability and running costs. Here's a small red flag: service intervals are set at just 3,000 miles, and the warranty is only 2 years. That could be a deal breaker for some, especially if you're planning on touring or commuting regularly. If you're considering buying, try to find a dealer with a loyalty program to make the frequent servicing less painful. Final thoughts. The 2025 Morbidelli T1002VX offers insane value for money. You get a well-equipped, comfortable, and stylish bike for a fraction of the cost of the big-name competition. But you've got to accept that it's not a performance beast. If you're looking for a relaxed ride, plan to stick mostly to the road, and want an adventure bike that's more about comfort and cruising than adrenaline, this could be the perfect match. Just don't expect it to blow your socks off when you twist the throttle. TLDR. Pros: incredibly well-spec'd for the price, comfy, decent build quality, solid brakes, all-day touring capability. Cons: underwhelming engine, short service intervals, basic cruise control, minimal engine braking. Verdict: more upright cruiser than off-road bruiser, but unbeatable value under £9,000.